right, we welcome you into Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Cincinnati Bengals. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be third down.
This is it. 19. We got 4. We got 4. Tight go. 24.
Watson off play action. Steps away to his left. And he's got a noon one. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards on the play. Watson on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
We're set. 19. Here we go, Steve. Here I come.
Throwing again is Watson. Buying time to his left. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a second and long.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. And an alley to run.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Throwing on third down, Watson, flush to his right. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Let's go. Set! Yellow 20! Here we go!
This is Jerick McKinnon, who missed the entire 2018 campaign. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each.
There goes Green, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. From the 25 on 2nd down. Watson being chased out left. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Set. UAT.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Joe Mixon, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say, we're going to build from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. 6-3 is our score after 1. It's the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Watson escaping the pressure right. And that'll be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw again. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun on third, Watson forced out to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 27, Watson under pressure now. Watson, and down he goes. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a third and about 13. From the gun, here's Watson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To throw again on second down, Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. From the gun on third down, Stafford. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
This is it. 19. Another time now.
Mixon with a first down carry. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with second and a yard.
Hey, you're on the 9 over there. You're on the 9. Here we go. I got it.
Now Watson. He's got Jack Doyle. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
First down, Jacksonville.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter. On second down, here's Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a fourth down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Double right.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They're caught by Jerron Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
53. Ready. Yellow 80. Yellow 80.
At the 47-yard line.
Libra.
Here's Stafford. Trying to lay one up deep. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
21.
Throwing again. Stafford. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Mecole Hardman, the intended target.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. It's complete to Fuller. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, it's Watson. Flushed out right. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3.
Come on now, let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Stafford. Completes it to Hardman. A gain of 6 there on first.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Stafford. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Stafford. That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now, after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
11. Hey, foxtrot.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. He's going to go up top for the end. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Dylan Cole. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
All that, and it only nets him a yard. It's second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Watson. And his throw here is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on.
Fine. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Fresh off the pick six, it's Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a second and long. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. After the sack, they'll come up now third and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Back to throw, Watson, buying time to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 44. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Easy alert. Defense. 10. General West. 5.
After the interception, here's Stafford. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he's brought down. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Mecole Hardman the intended target, but it'll be second and goal. And the backfield standing alone on second and goal is McKinnon.
52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. Hey. Deuce. 53. Ready.
Stafford now to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you...
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. To throw is Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
40 got. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 40 got. 40 got. 52
To throw again. Stafford. The right side going to be caught by Hardman. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got his man here. It's Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. Green last year had the lowest numbers of his career output-wise, 694 yards, 6 touchdowns. But, of course, there was a reason for that. He was battling a toe injury the second half of the season. And, boy, did the Bengals miss his presence. They limped to the finish line, losing 7 of their last 8. They are happy to have him back and healthy. To throw is Stafford. Here as he's taken down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week. And this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, and they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The 305-pound Ndamukong Suh fighting the path to the QB there.
Brings up 3rd down.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. And he's got some space here. A crazy sequence here. A huge gain that time, but it still leaves him well short for fourth down.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Eluding the pressure right. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on fourth down. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Jags come up empty on fourth down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Stay 50, stay 50. Move 60. Rush in, rush in. Rush in.
On first down now, run with McKinnon. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offensive coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field, so play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a second and long.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, 4 down.
Here's Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 19. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Malik Jackson. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12.
All day, every day, any day. Mike 14.
Throwing is Stafford. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
59! 52! Here we go, here we go. Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey! Hey, wahoo!
Throwing on third down, Stafford. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. And McManus able to put it through, and that will push this lead up to 20 now. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. That turnover might just about do it. Here, fourth quarter, the lead that you've got, they can just run the football, run the clock.
Exactly right. They played smart, couple of first downs, and this one should just about be over.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. That one goes for 24 yards.
250.
On first down, Stafford here. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.